Have you ever sat down for 5 minutes only to realize 2 hours have passed and you feel more exhausted than when you started? You've just experienced a psychological trap called doom scrolling. In a world of infinite feeds, your brain isn't just relaxing, it's actually under siege. But psychology says this behavior isn't about being lazy, it's about how your ancient brain is being hijacked by modern code. Let's decode the real psychology of why we can't stop scrolling. 1. The variable reward loop. Psychologists call this operant conditioning. It's the same mechanism that makes slot machines so addictive. Because you don't know if the next post will be a funny meme, a tragedy, or a life-changing tip, your brain stays in a state of high alert anticipation. Each swipe is a gamble, and the maybe of a reward keeps your dopamine levels spiked, making it physically difficult to put the phone down. 2. The negativity bias. From an evolutionary perspective, our ancestors survived by paying more attention to threats than to rewards. This is called the negativity bias. Your brain is hardwired to scan for danger. When you scroll through bad news or stressful content, your amygdala, the brain's fear center, triggers a survival response. You aren't scrolling because you enjoy it. You're scrolling because your brain thinks it's monitoring a threat to keep you safe. 3. The Zeigarnik Effect. Psychology explains that the human mind hates unfinished tasks. Social media feeds are infinite, meaning there is no natural stopping cue. Without a V-end or a physical page turn, your brain stays in a state of open loops. This is the Zeigarnik Effect in action. Your mind feels like it hasn't finished the information, so it keeps you locked in the scroll, looking for a conclusion that doesn't exist. 4. Narrative transportation. When you watch others' lives, you enter a state called narrative transportation. You temporarily lose your own sense of self and live through the screen. This acts as a powerful form of emotional numbing. Psychologists find that people often doom scroll as a coping mechanism to avoid their own real-world stress or loneliness. It's not about the content, it's about the escape. 5. The dopamine debt. Constant scrolling creates what psychologists call dopamine baseline depression. Because you are flooding your brain with cheap, fast rewards, your baseline for happiness drops. This is why you feel empty or heavy after a long session. You've spent your tomorrow's joy on today's scroll. You're essentially borrowing energy from your future self. The conclusion: doom scrolling isn't a personality flaw. It's a battle between your biology and an algorithm designed to win. The first step to breaking the loop isn't more willpower, it's understanding that your brain is being tricked. You don't need more information, you need more presence. Real life doesn't have an algorithm, and that's exactly why it's worth returning to. If you've ever felt trapped in the infinite scroll, hit subscribe now. Because on this channel, we don't just consume content, we decode the mind behind the screen.